This season of Cooking Hawaiian Style is presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation. Welcome to another edition of Cooking Hawaiian Style presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation right here at the beautiful Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. Don't forget, pick up our new cookbook, Number 3. It's available now at cookinghawaiianstyle.com. Today on the show, I had to bring on one of my family members. Ciana Ruidas will be joining us. Let's get cooking.
When you're living on the island, such a diverse Hawaii. When you've tasted all the flavors, from the mountain to the sea, we're cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, we're cooking Hawaiian style.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the kitchen. Ciana Ruidas, how are ya?
Nervous?
Don't be nervous. This is going to be all fun. I had to get you on the show because I think you're the only baker in our family.
I
Do you
think
know,
so.
Do you know any other bakers? Everyone cooks, but no one bakes.
I
and-
think it's just me.
Yeah, it's just you. And tell everybody how we're related. Can you do the family lineage tree? Do you know?
Not really.
We're kind of like third because
Okay.
your dad and I are cousins. And you're
Second cousins?
second cousins, and you're his daughter.
Yes.
So we're kind of like fourth cousin, but I'm uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're related, ladies and gentlemen. And you used to work at a few really cool places. Where'd you used to work at?
I used to work at Mama's Fish House while I was in culinary school.
Yeah.
I also worked at Olahaina Luau
Right.
and Kaanapali Beach Hotel.
Yes, and you also have your own business now.
Yes.
What are you doing now?
So I do own a salon. It's a beauty salon. We do lash extensions, permanent makeup, cosmetic tattoo, body art tattoo.
Everything.
Yeah.
And tell everybody, where'd you go to school?
What school?
In high school.
Oh, I went to school at Kamehameha School.
Kamehameha
Maui.
school girl, yes. Maui girl. And what are you going to make today?
So today we're going to be making matcha ice cream, and then we're going to top it with honey roasted peanuts.
All right, let's get started. What do we need?
Okay, so first you just take milk.
Okay, how much milk is this?
I believe it's half a cup,
Half a cup of milk,
and then a cup and 3/4 of heavy cream.
heavy cream. All right. Was this something you always wanted to do? Because I never knew you wanted to bake when you were growing up.
I knew that I wanted to bake ever since middle school. I'd always be the one to bring my friends baked goods.
Oh, you would bake in middle
Yes.
school? What did you just put in here?
I put sugar.
Okay, how much sugar do we get?
I'm not too sure.
If you forget, look right there how much sugar you put in
I
there.
put half a cup of sugar.
All right.
So in here we have our milk, our heavy cream, our sugar.
Okay.
And then we're also gonna add our vanilla bean powder.
All
You
right.
can use vanilla beans and steep it in the pot as well, but
Okay.
we're just gonna do powder.
It's always cool to watch people who bake, or chefs too. Nobody ever measures anything. So
Oh,
it's-
baking is definitely a science.
Oh, it is.
So,
You're really good at math, I bet, too. I can't get baking for nothing to save my life. There's this whole sourdough bread phenomenon going on now. Are you into the sourdough thing?
I was into focaccia, making it during COVID.
Focaccia? Oh, look at you.
Yes.
She went focaccia on me.
But I always knew I wanted to bake ever since middle school.
Yeah.
And then high school was kind of like, what are you gonna do for college? And
Yeah.
I didn't know I could go to beauty school at the time. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So I just went to Maui Culinary Academy.
So you did both.
Yes.
That's
I graduated with both my associates in baking and pastry, but
Look at you.
also culinary arts. And so I do know how to cook, but I do not like to do that. And I bake a lot.
All right. Look, now she's bragging about her what she's doing. What are you gonna put in there?
Okay, so the last thing I do is I put the matcha powder. You can either sift it into the pot or just put it inside itself. And
Okay.
so I'm just gonna slowly whisk it in
All right.
so that we don't have huge clumps.
Okay. And matcha powder, you can pretty much get that anywhere now, huh?
Yes, so there's
Okay.
different types of grades. Ceremonial grade is the best for like cooking or
Okay.
drinking.
Yes.
There's also culinary grade, but today we're going to be using...
Matcha is very healthy for you. There's a huge matcha wave now coming to the world.
Yes.
We got to thank the Japanese for that. I mean, the Japanese been drinking matcha forever, but it's become a huge thing now because they're making it in ice cream, they're making it in cakes, they're making it in everything, huh? So
Everything.
how well do we need to get that going?
So we need to bring this up to 170 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
That's just to ensure that we can temper it into our egg yolk. So we're
Okay.
gonna place it on the stove.
Put that on the fire.
We're gonna whisk it once in a while, but while that's going, and I do have my thermometer, we're
Okay.
going to separate our egg yolks.
Okay.
So
This is gonna be fun because I need to learn how to separate egg yolks.
can
Go
I have
ahead.
that bowl, though?
Sure. Would you need this
the
one?
clean
All
bowl.
right. This bowl right here.
Okay, so to separate eggs, we have 5 eggs and it's just gonna go right here.
Okay.
The egg whites, the egg yolks, and all we need for the ice cream is the egg yolks.
Okay.
And so to separate it, you just crack it in half and then you just...
You know what I learned from about separating egg yolks? I did learn this in Portugal just recently. Do you know that back in the olden days, the monks, when they had their churches and their monasteries, they would take the whites of the yolk, they would take the yolks, separate them from the whites, take the whites, and they would use it to iron their clothes as a starch. You can use the egg whites as a starch. And then they took the yolks and they gave them to the bakeries all around town and they started making custard pies. That's why Hawaii, we love custard pies. When we come back, we're gonna finish this up. Don't go anywhere. Ciana is hanging out with us. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. This season of Cooking Hawaiian Style is presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation. We've got to send a big mahalo going out to the Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. They've been hosting us for season 20 and 21. It's a beautiful place. You guys, Maui is open. We got local girl from Maui, my niece, Ciana Ruidas, making us some ice cream. We all love ice cream, don't we? One of these ice cream machines, can you get this?
On Amazon.
Amazon. Perfect. And they're not that expensive anymore, are they? Pretty affordable.
I think like $400, maybe
Yeah,
5.
yeah. If you
including
depends if you
shipping.
get the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're Prime, it's free. And what are we doing next? Well, first tell us, what do we have in the pan?
So in the pot we have just our typical ice cream base, and then we're trying to bring it up to 170 degrees.
Okay. And is there a
So-
reason why we need it at a certain temperature? Is something going to happen? Like
It
if you
just-
don't get it to that degrees, does it not become ice cream?
It might just be a little bit curdled, so it might be grainy when you cook it.
Okay.
And so right now it's 170.
And we got how many egg yolks in here?
So we have 5 egg yolks.
You want me to dump it in for you?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. You don't want me to do nothing. I see. All right.
So once it gets to temperature, we're going to temper egg yolks.
Okay.
Tempering is just so that you don't overcook the egg yolks, so we slowly introduce heat.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Now I see why you don't want me to help. Or else it becomes an omelet.
Yeah, it becomes scrambled eggs on the bottom.
Yeah.
So once you get half the batter onto there, we would then transfer it back to the heat
Okay.
and cook the egg yolks because we don't want salmonella.
Ah, so this is the science part of making ice cream. Matcha. Do you need this anymore?
No.
All right. move
Oh,
this
I'm
out of the
sorry, I
way.
do.
You do
I'm
need
a
this?
liar, yes.
Okay. Because you're gonna put it back in there.
Yes.
And then when that's done, you usually put it on ice,
Yes.
so it stops cooking.
So it cools down so it spins the ice cream a little bit faster.
Right, and then, but because of time, we're gonna go straight to the ice cream machine.
Yes.
Correct? All right, see, I know what I'm doing here sometimes. You went to Kamehameha schools.
I did.
How was that?
It was probably the best time of my life.
Was it really?
Yeah, I have the same best friends for the past 17 years.
That's so cool.
It's a really small school, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I loved
awesome
it.
though. You know, we all tried to get in Kamehameha. I think you were the only one.
Me and my sister.
Yeah, that's right, your sister too. Say hi to all your
Sisters.
sisters. Tell everybody
Hi.
how many sisters you have.
I have 7 sisters and 2 brothers.
7
so-
sisters and 2 brothers. You want to say hi to all of them? You remember their names in chronological order. Come on, Ciana.
Oh, okay. My first sister is Stephanie, and
Yes.
then Shanice, Tanisha, me, Jenna, Colcade, Ku'u, Brooke, and Yuki.
There you go. Yuki's the baby. I love Yuki. All right. Did we scrape
Okay.
any of that off of there?
No, that's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you can put that back over there.
Okay.
Did we turn off the stove? All right. Now we're cooking.
Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna set that aside and then make our roasted peanuts. So basically what you do is you take 1 cup of peanuts, a 1/4 cup of honey.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can we go ahead and put that in here now?
Yeah, we could.
Let's do that? Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah.
spill.
All right, I'm gonna step back. No splashing. How much can this machine handle?
I
how
want
much?
to
How
say
many?
like
How much ice cream will it
4
make?
quarts.
4 quarts.
Maybe,
Okay.
possibly.
I'll take that for you. 4 quarts of ice cream. I don't even know what that can somebody help me? What does that equivalent to? Like a pint? A pint or a
think 2
gallon
pints.
or a...
Oh my gosh.
You're the mathematician. Tell me, what is that? Do you know? We're going to turn this on when we go to break, by the way.
Oh, just kidding. It doesn't, because 4 quarts is a gallon. Maybe
4 quarts
1
is a gallon?
quart. So 4 cups.
4 cups?
I think so.
4 cups of ice cream this machine will
Yes.
make?
Well, when you spin ice cream, it aerates. It puts air into the machine. It makes it fluffy and not just a dense,
Yeah.
like, liquid.
Yeah.
And so you do expand. So you probably get like 6 cups in the end of ice cream, but inside is just 4 cups.
Okay. All right. Just so people are watching at home. What's your favorite ice cream? Like what brand? Like what are you trying to get to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there an ice cream that you think I can make just as good?
Oh my gosh.
Like mine is Haagen-Dazs.
I love Haagen-Dazs.
That's my
I
favorite
love matcha
ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs.
Yes.
And I feel like this kind of tastes like it, but a little bit better.
See, that's what I was trying to get at. See, you guys? Because
Yes.
it's expensive. That's why.
Yeah. So in this bowl, we have our 1 cup of peanuts, a 4th cup of honey. We're just gonna do a splash, probably a tablespoon of water, just to kind of get that liquefied.
Okay.
And just we're gonna coat this
And this
really
is going to be
nicely.
for the nuts.
Yes. And
Now,
then,
can you use any kind nuts?
Yes, it could be mac nuts, it could be hazelnuts. I am allergic to hazelnuts and cashews, so we're going the peanut route.
How do you know you're allergic to those? Most people, it's just peanuts, yeah?
I went to an allergist and I got my allergy panel
Of
back.
course you did, of course. Well, I ask dumb questions, right?
So
you're gonna
from
put that
there-
on the cookie sheet, on the pan. Now it's a nut pan. When we come back, we're gonna see what this looks like. What are we gonna put the oven at?
350 for 35 minutes.
350, 35 minutes. We're gonna put the whole recipe on our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com. Ciana Ruidas is hanging out with us. Don't go anywhere. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. Turn on the ice cream maker. How long is this gonna go?
About 30 minutes?
30 minutes. Let's get that in the oven.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This episode of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Hawaiian Air Cargo and the Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation. Ciana is making ice cream. We have it in the machine. It's going to go for 30 to 40 minutes. If you chill it on ice, it's going to go quicker, correct?
Yeah, about 10, 15.
All right, and then in the oven, we got some candied peanuts. We'll get that out in about 30 minutes as well?
Yes.
All right, so we'll work on the next dish. What are you going to make here?
So right now we're going to be making black sesame rice cake. It is a
Okay.
gluten-free option, and so there's no flour involved.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Everyone's like allergic to gluten these days. You notice that?
Gluten and wheat, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess
Me
we all
included.
are. You and me too. But I love what you're going to do here. I asked her to come on the show, and she was a little nervous, and I said, make something simple. She picked the hardest thing to make. Yeah?
No?
Oh, okay.
Ice
Show
cream's really
me. Show me.
easy.
What do we need?
This cake is really easy as well. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take our mochiko flour. It's sweet rice flour.
Okay, how much of that should we use?
We are doing
Like 2 cups? Cup and a half?
about a cup.
Cup? Okay.
Yes. And then we're going to take our coconut sugar.
Coconut sugar.
We're going to put that inside.
All right, and we're gonna do. We'll get this on our website, so we'll get the exact amount.
2/3 cup.
Coconut sugar.
1 teaspoon of baking powder.
All right. Everything you bake has to have baking powder, doesn't it?
If you want it to rise, if
Okay.
you want it to be fluffy, if you don't want the rise
Right.
and you want dense cake, then you would omit the powder.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
But it's like seems like the thing that we all need. I always wondered what would it, if you didn't use it. But I'm glad you gave me the answer now.
Yeah, you just have dense flat cake.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of rise just because we need some aeration because the mochiko flour is pretty dense.
Okay.
It's like a cross between bibinka.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and
Like mochi.
yeah.
Bibinka.
Chichidongo.
Chichidongo,
mochi.
all the good stuff.
Yeah, so if you want it dense like that, then you would omit the
Okay.
powder.
Good to know. Nice tip.
Yes.
And then what do we have here?
So in here we have black sesame, roasted black sesame seeds. So it's just finely ground. And then
Okay.
we do have charcoal powder just for color.
All right. And we can buy this in the store?
Yes.
This sounds
There you
good.
go. So once we have all our dry ingredients and most of the clumps are out,
Yes.
then we can set that aside and do our liquids.
Okay, because you always do the dry with the dry and then the liquids with the
Yes.
liquids, and then you add it later.
Yes.
So
here-
do you still bake as you're still doing your regular new business now?
I do when I have time.
Yeah.
I do cakes for the friends and family.
That's good.
I wanted to do wedding cakes in culinary school, and I kind of ventured into it, but then my business kind of became my life, and so
Yeah.
I have less time for baking and more time for cosmetic.
That's awesome.
Tattoo.
Now what are you putting in here?
That is a good.
This is
question.
milk?
Yes, this is about half a cup of milk.
Okay, milk.
Oh my God, I know.
You also did correct me if I'm wrong, a tattoo and for the people of Lahaina?
Yes, we did a fundraiser tattoo to kind of raise money for our friends and family in the Lahaina community. And together, me, my friend Joy, and another girl, Faima, who works in my shop, we all put together this fundraiser that was really fun. It took about 2 months, and we raised $77,000.
That's so awesome. And tell everybody, what did you do? You created a tattoo that said what?
We had specific tattoos, just curated more around the Lahaina's fires
Yeah.
and just being part of Maui.
That's cool.
And then just fun flowers,
Right.
just because.
That's cool. What is
Yes.
this here?
So this is half a cup of coconut milk.
Okay. Coconut milk, regular milk.
Yeah,
This is where that
coconut, regular
sweet's going to
milk.
come from.
You could do all regular milk if you wanted to, but we are going to do coconut milk.
Okay.
And then
2
we're going
eggs.
to take 2 eggs.
And can people still get the tattoos, and are you still giving the profits to the families?
So we kind of stopped the tattoos. I feel like we service like most of the Maui community. We
Yeah.
also had people fly in from like California and Vegas to come and do it as
Wow,
well.
that's really
so
cool.
We've kind of strayed away from them only because everyone's gotten them.
Yeah.
Like
But
I think
that's
we
good.
ran out
Everyone
of people.
has them. Yeah. All right. So we got the dry. That's the wet.
Yes.
And now we're gonna mix the two.
Yes. So we are going to take our wet.
Okay. And we got a pan here with parchment paper. This
Yes.
recipe that you're making is good enough for this size right here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you made more or you made less. What's your favorite thing to bake?
My favorite thing to bake is creme brulee because I like to
Ooh,
eat
look
creme
at
brulee.
you.
Creme brulee is
Fancy.
also gluten-free.
Yes.
So
I didn't know that. I gotta
Yeah.
eat more creme brulee.
it's like how we made our ice cream.
That's true, right?
Just a little bit more heavy cream and a little bit more sugar.
All right. We got about 30 seconds. Let's try to get this in the oven if we can before we go to break.
Okay.
I hate to rush you. I know baking takes time. Please don't send me the hate mail. But because we only have 30 minutes, we have to try to get this all together. Let me do this
Okay.
here for you
Oh, thank
so everybody
you.
can see what you're doing.
Okay, so then
Look
you
at that
just
color.
transfer it to the pan
Beautiful color. How many times have you made this one?
3 times.
3 times? This is the 4th? And
Everyone-
what's everyone's favorite dish that you make or favorite baking item? Like what's your most popular that everyone requests from you?
Cake.
Cake.
Yeah,
Perfect. Let's get that in the oven. What's the oven at?
350.
350. When we come back, we're gonna see what it all looks like. We'll get some ice cream on there, make it an a la mode. Ciana's hanging out with us. It's cooking Hawaiian style. Don't go anywhere. Good job, girl.
Thank you.
This episode of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Hawaii Self Storage and Lanai's Travel Club. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. We have my niece Ciana Ruidas hanging out with us today, and we have a cake in the oven that's just about pau.
Yes.
You just pulled this out of the oven.
Yes.
That's what the nuts will look like. What are you going to do with the nuts now?
So now that it's cooled, we can then transfer it to the bowl.
Okay.
So
Yeah, good to use a glove, huh?
yeah,
With
it
all
gets
that
sticky
honey.
because of all the honey.
Right.
But that's why we're going to toss it in sugar next,
Okay.
just so that it kind of separates it. Do I have to put all of it?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
We can eat
Gonna
it
take
later.
That.
I love candy.
Now
Okay.
Put this aside.
You can leave that there.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, show us how you toss that thing.
Then we're just gonna toss some sugar, maybe like a tablespoon,
Okay.
and
And
then
then-
just going to.
Also, while you're doing that, if you want to do on your cake, optional. If you want to put some seeds on top, some sesame seed, black sesame seed, just to give it some color. We brought that out there so you can see how that looks. All right? Because you put some of that on the cake before we put it in the oven.
Yes.
All right.
Completely optional. It's more for decoration.
Yeah, make them look good. We eat with our eyes first, right? We'll put the full recipe on our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com, and then this is what it's going to look like when you pau,
Yes.
right? So did you crush it up?
I
Like-
did. I just put it in a Ziploc bag and crushed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna use that for a topping.
Yes.
Correct? All right, let's get that cake out of the oven there. Watch out, hot sui. Oh, that looks good.
So this
That
is our
looks
finished
good.
cake.
You want to pull that out there? Watch out, don't burn yourself, all right? And cut a piece. That looks beautiful. I like how you did half of it
Thank you.
with the sesame seed.
And then I don't like the ends.
I do.
Okay, he
But
can
you
eat the
but for
ends.
presentation you can take the middle of it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
You can just cut them into maybe 9 squares, depending
Okay.
on what serving size you like.
Do you watch any of those baking shows?
I do.
Do you?
Cupcake Wars was
Yeah.
always fun.
How come you don't enter one of those? Would you
Because
want
I'm
to
nervous doing this. I could never do that.
Why? Now you're ready. Now you're ready. Represent Maui. Beautiful. Look at that.
And then topping with our matcha
ice cream. So the ice cream looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. How long did you leave this one in the freezer?
You can leave it in for about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay. I'm going to try to make a beautiful scoop
Okay.
here.
So
I used to
if
work
you
at
want-
Baskin and Robin, you know.
You just keep scooping and
You know that?
scooping. I didn't know that.
I never used to. Me and Obama, we used to work together at Baskin and Robin.
That's exactly
at
how
that.
you scoop it.
Is that beautiful or what? You want to help me? Alamode. Alamode. There you go.
So then
Matcha ice
after
cream,
that, you
black
just-
sesame, alamode.
And then we just top it with some peanuts. So you have a warm cake, a frozen ice cream, and then crunchy for
Okay.
the different textures.
Let's do this because I don't want to ruin that. I want to taste the cake.
Okay.
Here, I'll let you taste first. You let me know if it came out how it's supposed to.
Okay.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh, it almost has a mochi texture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cross between mochi
I like that.
and bibika.
Yeah, very good. If you wanted to make it more a lighter, like more like a cake, would you add more baking soda?
You could probably do flour, but then it would make it not gluten-free anymore. I don't
Oh,
know
right.
about the baking powder.
Yeah,
That's a lot of science behind that, so
yeah. All right, let's put that there. We gotta try the ice cream. Here you go.
thank you.
Let's do this one. I like the nuts on top, the candy nut.
You like it?
Wow, that's really good. You know what? That is Haagen-Dazs.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Haagen-Dazs is like the creamy version. That's very creamy. Oh man, come on, give me one more bite. That's really good. I'm gonna try the two together like this. Good job.
Thank
Tell
you.
everybody where they can come and get their lashes done and tattooed and whatever you do.
So I have a salon called Maui Beauty Artists. We're located in Kahului. My business itself is called Softing Studio, and
Yes.
we are next to Maui's Specialty Chocolate or the dry cleaner.
That chocolate place next door to you, everyone knows about that
Yes.
place, so it's easy to find. You're near Sparky's too, huh?
Yes, right around the corner.
So make sure you go and visit Ciana. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm always so proud of you girls. I've known these girls obviously since they were babies. Thank you guys for watching. Mahalo to the Hawaii Community Foundation, Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. Go to our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com. We'll see you guys next time. Ahui ho. Good job. So proud of you.